ready with me in English. One of my recent videos was in English and I got a lot of comments saying like, how do you learn? How is your accent so good? And honestly, I don't think my accent is the best. I think you can still tell English is not my first language, but I will say I definitely feel pretty comfortable speaking English. And that hasn't always been the case. When I was in high school, I really struggled with English classes. One of the things that really made a big difference for me was that I was actually interested in learning. Even during school, when I didn't care at all about English classes, I was pretty interested in understanding like songs from my favorite artists. So I started reading books in English by myself, and honestly I struggled so much because I wouldn't understand at least 50% of the book, but I just kept going. I would bring my book and my dictionary to school and I would just like sit and read. Then starting college, I started watching a lot of shows in English, especially Friends, and then of course moving to the US felt like the biggest challenge. I was so scared, but I took that risk and I was like, you know what, eventually I will learn. And I have to say it was definitely not easy, and it was really putting me outside of my comfort zone. I would put subtitles in all of the movies. I would watch in English, but like with English subtitles. I started dating my boyfriend. I eventually got a job, and one day I just realized I don't need the subtitles anymore. I'm okay without the subtitles, which was a huge step for me. And slowly but surely, I just felt more and more comfortable. I know not everyone has the opportunity to move to the US and be exposed to the language like 24/7, and that is totally okay. I think you still can learn even if the level of exposure is less, because I can assure you the hardest part is feeling uncomfortable or embarrassed when you're speaking. And my advice there is just expose yourself to uncomfortable situations. That's the only way to grow. That's the only way you will learn. And no, your English might not be perfect, just like mine isn't, and that is okay. It doesn't need to be. You just need to be able to communicate. And again, perfection is not the goal. Good enough is the goal.